Why we got goggles?
So there's a whole backstory. So the past couple of years, there's been this thing called Senior Assassin going around. And you see it on like social media and stuff. And basically, it's this idea. There's just like an app that most people like run it through. And basically, you get like a target, and you have to like shoot them with a water gun.
Right.
To like eliminate them.
Wait,
and, like,
water gun or with a paintball?
No, a water gun.
Water, definitely not paintball.
There are really strict rules about like you can only use a water gun. It has to very clearly be a water gun.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not allowed to do anything on school property, anything during school time, nothing like during school sanctioned events, nothing like that. So
Can't
it's just
get
like
people at their job, I don't think, right?
no, you
Right.
can't get people
Yeah.
at their
Or, like,
jobs
church.
or church. So
Yeah.
it's all very like just like
Wait
in
a
your free
second.
time out in public.
Or they can show up at your house, which is what happened to me when we were playing
Yes,
Senior
me
Assassin.
too.
I heard like a knock, I heard something at my window.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
opened my window, and there were like 4 people waiting with water gun. They were like, "Come downstairs without your goggles." And I was like, "What?"
So the idea behind the goggles is the goggles, if you're wearing them like neck up and visible, then
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, goggles do what?
they protect you.
Okay.
So if Charlie right here were to like shoot me with a water gun, it wouldn't count because I have my goggles on.
I've never understood that rule necessarily. That seems kind of like, just wear your goggles every day,
Right, exactly.
all
Well-
the time.
well,
the-
during the purge, I don't think goggles count.
Yeah.
Well,
you
during the what?
So then there's also this thing where you have like a purge.
purge?
So usually you're assigned one person, and that's
Yes.
your target.
and you have to
get
get them within a certain time limit.
Yeah. But there's also a thing called a purge where you can just get anybody.
Okay.
And sometimes like goggles don't count; they don't protect you, so you just have to like hole up in your house.
Yes.
Okay. Who's the target, Elena?
I can't say in case they're listening.
It's a secret.
It's a
Yeah.
secret.
You're supposed to keep it secret so
Wait
they
a
don't
second.
know.
How does everybody else know?
What do you mean?
No one else knows.
No one else knows.
Wait.
You get told who your target is on the
tells
app.
You, it randomly assigns you a person.
And then,
Okay, so you've been assigned a person.
Yes.
and so have I.
And the helpful thing is that on this app, there are certain things you have to agree to, but your target, or you can see your target's location. It updates every 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you've in order to participate, you have to agree to being tracked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So if you see them at like Walmart, you might pull up with your friends and
Go.
your water
Get
gun and just assume that they don't have their goggles on, because
Or
it's
you
kind of
just hope
like
that-
it's kind of like you either don't wear your goggles and get caught, or you just have to be embarrassed, you know?
Yeah,
Like
that's the
that
whole
one
thing.
idiot walking around with goggles around their
It's
necks
just-
like
it's just
Elena
kind of
here.
embarrassing. I get.
She doesn't look that. She looks a little out of place.
Thank you.
I figured she'd been
I
swimming.
know. Mine are very brightly colored, but I like it that
Oh,
way.
well, yeah, with little crabs.
Yeah, I think they're really
They're
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, have you been shot, Sally?
So, funnily enough, we had a school-wide senior assassin that was technically not associated with West Carteret, but we did have like one that was for the senior class that had over 100 people playing, and it got shut down because someone left during school hours.
They skipped a class.
Yeah, to go get
Yeah.
someone like during a purge.
Yeah, so they skipped a class. I think what I'm pretty sure was, this is what I've heard, is this person skipped a class to go eliminate a couple people who were on a school field trip. So it's like double no.
Yeah.
And then the principal got involved and shut it all down.
Oh, the
Which is-
principal. The principal.
3 days.
Yeah.
It took 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Wait. All right. With 3 days before the principal shut it down.
Correct.
yeah, because people just weren't
Okay.
playing by the rules.
Okay. Here's my question. What does the principal have to do with this? You're not shooting anybody on school.
Except that this guy did.
This
And so
guy
it-
left
it's-
school.
School
He
field
got
trips.
he got OSS
Yeah,
because he
okay,
left
that's
school.
fine. But you can still. I'm not promoting this to the principal out there, but I'm not promoting this. But you can still play, all right?
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
theoretically.
we can play in like smaller groups, I guess.
That's what I'm doing right now, like with some
Right.
friends. And it's like, it's smaller groups of people, so it's less people complaining.
right.
And then it's more people
They
just
complain?
like actually following
Oh
the
yeah,
rules.
because there's an admin who sets up the game, and the admin gets to approve because you have to get it on video. I don't
Yes,
think we
you have to
mentioned
get
that.
a video.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you send your video in, and everyone can watch the video, and it's like, oh, haha, like so and so got this person out. This is the video of them doing that. But before it's approved, before that person's eliminated, the admin has to watch it and make sure that they actually shot the person.
Yeah.
and so
they
in
didn't have their
some
goggles on.
Right. And then in some cases, like one of my friends was arguing that her window was rolled up. But then
Like,
the
she
guy
was, like, in her car and her window was
But the
rolled
guy
up.
was like, no, it wasn't. And she was kicked out. And so like that started a whole thing, and it was a lot in the 3 days that it was going on. I
And
will be honest.
people weren't really playing by very many rules. It was very like he said, she said.
some people
and it got
broke into
kind of
this girl's
annoying.
house while she was sleeping
Yes. And like broke into her room
and shot her while she was sleeping.
She was asleep,
yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah.
What? Why is that insane? She shouldn't have been asleep.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
She
but
should have locked her door.
Yeah.
Locked the door.
God.
I did after that.
But
I'm not
wait a
gonna lie.
second. I want to go back to you, Sally. You had somebody who knocked on your window.
Yes, I had some people like throwing stuff in my window, and I opened it, and they
And
were
did-
just like, "Calm down without your goggles." And I was like, "I'm not doing that." And so they would like try to shoot me, and I would just close my window and like kind of shake my finger.
Okay. All right. So you're a target, but there are multiple assassins for you.
No, there's only one, but
Oh.
during a purge, anyone can get you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like a few people had teamed up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so you were worried about Charlie. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like an assassin to me.
Oh, that's what he wants you to think.
That's what he wants you to think.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is the kind of thing that's. Well, it's interesting. One of the joys of social media.
True.
Sure.
But
It's a fun game.
it's an app. What is it called?
It's called Splashin.
Yeah. That's just what's called Splashin.
It's technically called Senior Splashin, but we call it Senior Assassin because
Okay.
there used to be something that you would do it with Nerf guns.
Okay, because I did see a story on this. In some communities, it's gotten so popular that it's a problem. People are out shopping, and folks like Elena are,
Yeah.
gun happy,
Yeah.
or shall we say, water gun happy, and firing away and hitting.
Innocent
Strangers.
bystanders.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now sometimes there is certain things like they ran it through my school one time and there was a cash prize. Like to play the game you had to buy in for like $5 or $10.
Oh.
And if you do that, and if you win the entire thing, you win something like I think it was like 100 people that did it, so you would have won like $500.
How do you win? I mean, which?
Be the last person
Last
standing.
one standing.
Or you have the most kills by the end of the month.